Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the walk. Today is Wednesday, March 12th. Yesterday, we saw that Ezekiel 38 verses 8 through 16 are talking about the battle of Gog and Magog that are going to be happening in Revelation 19:20. So we are in end times prophecy right now, and it's important to keep that in mind. Yesterday, we saw that Gog and Magog are going to be coming in like a storm, covering the land with their hordes of people, and that God is preparing the Israelites for this time. The Israelites have just come together, and they're rebuilding following war, and here comes this Gog and Magog, and it's all tied to that battle of Armageddon. That brings us to verse 10, which says, "Thus says the Lord God, on that day, thoughts will come into your mind and you will devise an evil scheme." Keep in mind, they're talking to Gog and Magog here. "And say, I will go up against the land of unwalled villages. I will fall upon the quiet people who dwell securely, all of them dwelling without walls and having no bars or gates." Okay, so what are unwalled villages? That's a good question. Cultural Study Bible basically said that it's a city that doesn't have any walls. There's no fortification. There is no means of protection. They're basically a sitting duck. You can come right into the city. Nothing prevents you from getting into that city. Verse 12, "To seize and spoil and carry off plunder, to turn your hand against the waste places that are now inhabited, and the people who were gathered from the nations, who have acquired livestock and goods, who dwell at the center of the earth." So Gog and Magog are going to come into the Israelite area. It's unwalled, it is unsecured, it is not fortified. They've got livestock and goods, and the Gog and Magog are going to start to plunder it and take it. What does it mean to dwell at the center of the earth? Well, what that meant when I dug into it, and I went through many websites, and basically what it means is when you look at the map, it is the very center of that region, and there's a lot of different neighboring countries all around it, so it's called the center of the land. That's what it means. Verse 13, "Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish and all its leaders will say to you, have you come to seize spoil? Have you assembled your hosts to carry off plunder, to carry away silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, to seize great spoil?" So right away, I'm interested. What are Sheba, Dedan, and Tarshish all about? I found a wonderful note in the Cultural Study Bible, which says, for Sheba, this kingdom was a great trading center in southwestern Arabia that exported precious stones, gold, and incense. This kingdom is known as Saba in native sources and in the Assyrian annals. It has had a very advanced urban civilization in the first millennium BC. Dedan was a central Arabian oasis where Tyre received its special riding gear. It is identified with the modern site of Al-Ula, which is situated on the Incense Road from Yemen to Palestine. These merchants of Tarshish, in this context, they appear to represent merchant peoples who did their trade in the overland routes between the Arabian desert from Sheba to Dedan and on to the Mediterranean Sea. So let's put this together. Sheba and Dedan, they're trading centers. They were very wealthy. A lot of people were coming in there to do trading, and these merchants of Tarshish went between the cities and also went all the way out to the Mediterranean Sea. In modern day times, that may not mean very much to you, but when you are looking at those biblical times, that meant great wealth. That's why Gog and Magog are going after this Israelite area, because they want that great wealth, and they're coming in and they're going after it. But God also mustered them up, as we saw yesterday, and got them interested in coming after it. They are anointed to be a part of this battle, but it's not going to end well for them. And we'll find out more tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and keep walking the walk.